Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey, it is your girl Tiera of Reflected Glory by Tiera. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about, is hair trendy?
Is natural hair trendy?
Like, is it really a trendy thing? I think with today's society, especially as Black women, you know, we are either wearing weaves, we're either relaxed, or we are natural, or we're wearing wigs. And I kind of just wanted to talk about it because I've seen a lot of trends going on right now, and especially around the talk of going from natural hair back to relaxed hair. So if you're interested in this conversation, please stay tuned. If you have been watching my content and you like my content but you have not subscribed, girl, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, and also there is a notification bell. When you see that notification bell, just tap on it, and that will just notify you when I put out new content so you can be up to date on whatever I'm talking about. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, y'all, so today in this video I am wearing by the House of Oud Dates Delight. I think I talked to y'all, well, I actually did talk to y'all about this perfume in my last video, and it smells so good. So today I am wearing this fragrance, and although we are not talking about fragrances today, I just had to put that out there so y'all can get with it. If you know what it smells like, then you kind of know where your girl, how your girl is sitting right now. So okay. So I noticed, like, on TikTok and everything, that there's been a lot of trends. And one of the recent trends that I actually noticed was a lot of in the natural hair community, a lot of women going back to relaxed hair or getting perms. And it kind of like made me think, wow, is this a trend? Because when I thought about like people going to natural hair styles and everything, I thought that it was like a lifestyle change. And I think that's where I kind of messed up, because so in thinking about the wave of women who decided that they actually wanted to go natural, I thought it was just because they realized that, okay, we're putting so much of these perms in our hair, and you know, what about our real hair? Like, how are the perms affecting me? How are, you know, people seeing me when my hair is straight all the time? And so I thought that it was more in line to just them wanting to be more natural, to be more like how God created them to be. But apparently not everybody feels the same way. So I guess in order to kind of like help everybody see where I'm coming from, this is just my take on the whole thing. Now, I've been natural for like a long time. I've been natural since like, I would say like high school. In middle school, I did have a perm, and I wore my hair like straight and curled and flat ironed, and I did a lot of damage to my hair. But I loved my hair. Like in middle school, like I wore it straight. It was just really beautiful and long and silky. And then it got to the point where I noticed that by high school, my hair was like really, really damaged. I had a lot of split ends. And I decided that, you know, instead of always wearing my hair in a ponytail, because my hair is so curly and so thick that I was wearing my hair a lot of times in a ponytail. And so I didn't want to keep pulling my hair back, you know, and it just got to the point where I was just like, you know, let me try to wear my hair out. Let me try to put like some mousse on it and just see what happens. And I think that's where my hair journey started, was just by putting mousse on my hair. And that was back when a lot of people were not talking about going natural. And so when I did like start to watch YouTube, and I started to see all of these beautiful women on there, talking about going natural and what they do with their hair, it was like educational for me because I was already doing it. I just needed to find where I fit into the whole thing. I needed to know what worked for my hair. I needed to know how to frame my face with my hair. I needed to know what, you know, how to wear my hair to bed so that when I wake up, it's fresh to go, it's ready to go, and I could just go. So that was a journey for me. And one thing I realized is it's much easier for me to be natural. So that is the big reason why I decided to go natural and to stay natural. I don't think I'll ever go back to a perm just because perms, to my understanding, are not healthy for you. However, I do realize that a lot of people in the African American community they like to get their perms, and so I'm not bashing anybody for getting a perm or choosing to have a perm. If you want a perm, that's your decision. But for me personally, I just never thought about going back to perms because I knew the damage that they caused, and also because with technology now, with the silk press and all of that stuff, like there's no real need for me to get a perm because my hair can look better than a perm if I went and got it silk pressed. And I have some videos that I can show you guys what my hair looks like when it's straightened out. The last silk press that I got was actually by a hairstylist named Tiera. And she did a really, really good job on my hair. So when I do decide to straighten my hair, if I feel like, you know, straighten my hair, I will. I digress. I saw, you know, there was a topic on TikTok where women are deciding that, hey, I don't want to be natural anymore. I want to go back to a perm. And then that's when I just thought like, okay, so this is like a trend type of thing. Whereas I thought before that it was actually like a, you know, a self-awareness thing where people were just deciding that they were never going to get a perm anymore. I kind of feel like more now that it's trendy. It is a trendy thing. At one point it was trendy to have your hair natural, and now the trend is over, quote unquote, and now people are going back to straight hair. When I think about the reasonings as to why this may be, I think that perhaps it might be because of the weather. It's super hot outside. Like I live in Georgia and the humidity is off the chain. But, you know, I don't think that's the only reason. I think the other reasons are, you know, when it comes to hair, people are, first of all, not everybody knows how to wear a lace front wig. People are tired of gluing, you know, the wigs and the lace down, and it still doesn't match your hair, your hairline or whatever. There's some people who are really talented and gifted at doing it, but for the majority of people, you know, actually putting down a lace front wig every single day or just a few days at a time, like wearing it, that's a lot. You know, the hair is expensive. You know, going to get your hair done nowadays, especially in Atlanta, is very, very expensive. I think that a lot of people are price gouging. I do feel that a lot of people are taking advantage of our coin, you know, where, you know, you're doing less work. We have to come with our hair already blow dried and straightened out just so that you can have somebody else braid the hair, you know, and then you actually sew it in if you're getting a sew in. Or even if you're getting a wig, like the hair is already attached to the so-called scalp of the lace on the wig. So why is there a need to charge a person the same price, if not more, for them to have their wig glued on? It just kind of doesn't make any sense. So I do feel that a lot of people are getting frustrated. I feel like people are getting frustrated with them trying to take care of their hair, wear a protective style, and still, you know, get price gouged just for trying to take care of their natural hair. One thing that I thought about was like when I started watching YouTube, there was one person on YouTube that really stuck out to me. And a lot of you all may know her by name. Her name was Taren. And she was huge. She was very popular on YouTube. And she was known for excuse me, y'all. She was known for having natural hair, and she talked about her journey to having natural hair. She talked about her products, what worked for her. She would try different products. I mean, when you think about YouTube now and how YouTube was back then, and all of the content creators that are here now versus the ones who were back then, and you think about her, like, she was one of the ones who like pioneered this whole, you know, this whole thing. And I'll probably put some pictures of her in here. But she was one of the pioneers of natural hair care and explaining to us how to take care of our hair, what she does. She was one of the ones that actually really like talked about how to diffuse your hair, the whole pineapple method, and even the diva cut that she wore. She had so many different styles, and for some reason she just decided, well, actually I know the reason. So with her, she was on this whole natural hair kick. All she did was, all of her videos were nothing but hair videos, okay? And it was almost like to me, it just seemed like sort of a issue of maybe idolizing her hair. Not just for her, but for so many other people, just having that picture, that image of a person with this beautiful, luscious, curly hair, and, you know, having to maintain that content all the time, like that can become like a main thing, like, you know, in a person's life. And she was supposed to be doing some main event, some type of hair show. It was supposed to be really, really big. She had already started transitioning into hair locks. And, you know, she was just really trying to find herself and trying to do something new, do something different. So she was transitioning into the hair locks, and when people started to see her in the natural hair community, they just didn't treat her the same. They were saying how, you know, oh, they don't really, she doesn't have the right look for what they're trying to push. And I think what they really were trying to push was this beauty standard of the loose curl, you know, light skin, you know, aesthetic. I don't know. Like, I really do feel like there's a certain type of curly hair that people really gravitate to. And mine might be the type of hair that people gravitate to. Or it could be somebody else that has even looser curls than I do. But they treated her differently because she no longer had the curly hair. She was transitioning to locks. So it almost, and I could tell in that video, I can't find that video, but it like really, really hurt her. And it almost, I feel like from my remembrance, I feel like it really kind of pushed her into a dark, you know, a dark space. And, you know, if you look at her videos, she does still put out videos, but they're very kind of like odd and kind of like weird, in my opinion. But I mean, you can't take away from her that she is a very, very beautiful person. And I feel like for her, she kind of wanted to get away from that. You know, I think she wanted to be seen from within, not being known for just the way she looks, but also what she has to contribute to society. And I feel like that was what she was trying to do, was trying to get away from that aesthetic, trying to get away from that beauty standard that everybody has or everybody wants. Because, you know, when you do start uploading videos and you see that, you know, a lot of attention is geared towards one type of video, it may steer you in that direction. However, you know, as creators, as, you know, creative people, you want to try new things. And so when she was rejected for that, you know, that really like kind of turned her off. So now all of her videos are gone. Like, you will not find any, like, well, you could still find some videos, but most of all of her videos are gone. So yeah, it just kind of took me back to that time, that era that she was really talking about natural hair care. And for me personally, I can say that I don't see myself ever going back to perms. Perms, I just feel like with the technology we have now, there's no need. And plus too, I really enjoy being an individual. I feel like sometimes when everybody has that silky straight look, granted, it's hot, okay? Like that look is sexy, it's sleek. I'll probably insert, you know, some video of me with my hair with a wig on that's really straight and beautiful and, you know, all of that. It does give you a different look. It does, like, you know, it may even make it seem as though you're more beautiful. However, for me, I don't like to fit into the crowd. I've always been one of those people that when everybody likes a certain type of song or, you know, likes a certain type of look, that it kind of makes me want to go in the opposite direction. And so I enjoy being curly because I feel it sets me apart from everybody else. But that's just me. So I have kind of been criticized for my curly hair and a little bit. I'll just say a little bit. Like for the most part, I feel as though I get a lot of compliments from my hair. I haven't run into like a whole lot of criticism, but you know, everybody knows that they have secret haters on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I clearly remember somebody stating that my hair was crunchy and I needed to do something about my crunchy hair. And I looked at that individual like, well, this is a person who excessively wears wigs and weaves. This is a person who's always getting tape-ins. This is a person who has gone through, you know, surgery to get body parts changed, teeth changed, you know, everything changed. And so when I kind of hear people, you know, talking about, you know, trying to tear me down for how I look or because I won't put myself into a specific, you know, beauty standard, it kind of just makes me, excuse the bus noises. But anyways, it kind of just puts me in the frame of, okay, well, I must be doing something right because you hating on me. And clearly, you know what I'm saying? You're hating on me because I look different than what you're used to. I'm just going to let the screeching just have its way for a second. Okay, so yeah, so it's like, you know what, you can have your opinion about my hair, but I'm not going to live my life based on what your beauty standard is. Your beauty standard may be a lighter skinned, fairer skinned woman with straight, sleek hair, whereas mine is a beautiful for me, I just feel like live your truth. Do what makes you happy, like wear your hair the way you want to wear your hair, whether it's permed or straight. The screeching is still not over. Whether it's permed or straight, whether it is, you know, relaxed, not, you know, whatever the case is. Like if it's a wig, wear what you want to wear, but don't tear others down in the process. For me, I feel like natural hair is more cost efficient as well. I don't spend like a ton of money on hair. Like I spend my money on other things like this, like perfumes, you know what I'm saying? Like clothes, like shoes. Like, I just feel like I'd rather spend my money on things other than my hair. But don't get me wrong. When your girl wants to come out and slay, she will come out and slay, okay? But yeah, like, it's more cost effective for me. I just feel that, you know, we change our hair up so much as Black women. We change our hair up a lot. We can wear braids, we can wear weaves, we can wear tape-ins, we can wear all sorts of things. And I just feel like, you know, at least if I'm buying perfumes, at least if I'm buying shoes, that's something I can keep for a very long time. Whereas with hair, it's just like you only going to have that in for a certain amount of time and then you about to change it up to something else. You just get bored with stuff. So yeah, that is another reason why I choose to keep my hair natural. Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about hair as a trendy thing or as a trendy item. I just feel like it's a form of self-expression. A lot of people, their hair really defines them. My hair doesn't define me. It's just it's a part of who I am, but it doesn't define who I am, if that makes any sense. A lot of people feel like their hair is like their main beautiful, you know, their main beauty a lot of people feel like that's where their beauty comes from, is their hair. But I've had times where I've cut my hair super short. My hair didn't always look like this. I've cut it all off in the military. I've done a lot of things to my hair. I've dyed it, even as a natural. Like, I've dyed my hair. I've put highlights in it. Right now my hair is like black. It's been a while since I dyed it, but right now it's like a dark color, because I just feel like, you know what, I'm not gonna add any, you know, bleach or anything, because that's really gonna strip my hair. So let me just go dark. So yeah, we all have our ways of doing our hair, ladies, but just do what works for you. If you want to wear your hair permed, if you want to wear it natural, hey, do that. I just thought it was interesting that the natural hair community is now saying that they're wanting to go from natural hair to straightened hair by way of perms. So I was just thinking, like, yo, is this really a trend, or is this something that, you know, people are really collectively just saying, you know, like, we're just not about that life, you know? And that could be the case. I just feel like I don't want my hair to be a trend. I feel like there's so many trends out there in the world right now. There's so many body trends. I mean, we saw, you know, people go out and get BBLs by the millions, and nothing to say anything wrong about that community. But we saw a lot of people go out and get BBLs and, you know, all of these things. And then, you know, now the BBL is no longer popular, quote unquote, you know. So now it's like, okay, we yell at our kids, or we tell our kids, like, oh, so if your friend gonna go jump off a bridge, you gonna do it too. But we do the same thing. Like, a lot of people will follow trends just because it is the thing to do. And so I just thought this topic would be interesting to talk about. Y'all let me know if y'all have any of the same kind of like sentiments. Do you think that going from natural hair to permed hair is like bad? Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think that it really doesn't matter, that it should be left up to the individual? Where are you on your hair journey? Do you feel like it's a trendy thing, or do you feel like it's just like a life decision type of thing? Let me know your ideas in the comment section. Like I said, if you are watching my content and you just want to be up to date on all the latest videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and that you also hit the notification bell. Like this video if you thought it was good, and I will talk to y'all on the next video. All right, y'all. Bye.